Earth is experiencing a worldwide energy crisis in 2028. While conspiracy theorists worry that the Shepard particle accelerator, which would provide Earth endless energy, will create the Cloverfield paradox and open portals to parallel universes where their horrors could threaten Earth, space agencies around the world are getting ready to test the accelerator. The accelerator is currently orbiting Cloverfield Station. Ava Hamilton, a British engineer, is part of the crew. She has been having marital problems with her husband Michael since their children perished in a house fire, and she worries that she could have to leave him for years. German physicist Ernst Schmidt, Brazilian physician Monk Acosta, Irish engineer Mundy, Russian engineer Volkov, and Chinese engineer Tam complete the crew. American Captain Keel leads the group. The crew finally gets a beam that appears steady after roughly 2 years of fruitless attempts to activate the Shepard, but it overloads and causes a power surge on the station. Once basic power is restored, they discover that the gyroscope that helps with the station's navigation is lost and that Earth has disappeared from view. Strange things start happening as the crew works on repairs, such as the discovery and eventual rescue of an unknown woman named Mina Jensen fused with wires inside a wall. Volkov's eyeballs start moving on their own. He starts talking to himself in the mirror and feels forced to use the onboard 3D printer to create a pistol. As he threatens the crew with the gun, the station's worm colony erupts out of him and he convulses and dies. Jensen, who believes Schmidt is a spy sent by the German government to keep the Shepard closed down, warns Hamilton not to trust Schmidt. Mundy's arm is severed cleanly, without pain or bleeding, as it is drawn into a solid wall. They discover the arm moving on its own initiative. They see that it is attempting to write something and are told to cut Volkov open. When they do, they discover the gyroscope is missing. When they eventually find Earth, they start to reconnect, but according to signals, the station was destroyed 2 days ago and crashed to Earth. The crew discovers that the particle beam overload caused the Cloverfield paradox to activate, which accounts for the strange events. It also shifts the station to a parallel universe where Tam was replaced as the station's engineer by Jensen, where Schmidt is a spy, and where Hamilton, despite continuing to work on the mission, has stayed on Earth and raised her children. The crew begins fixing things because they think they can reverse the paradox and go back to their own universe by activating the Shepard. Tam is imprisoned in a chamber that fills with water, explodes, and freezes both Tam and the water. In the meantime, Hamilton makes the decision to accompany Jensen back to the parallel Earth in order to stop the fire that murdered her children. As they get ready, a weird magnetic field explodes, killing Mundy and threatening to destroy the entire station by tipping over a portion of the Shepard. In order to save the station, Keel gives his life, leaving Hamilton in command. Michael awoke to find a massive wave of devastation engulfing Earth and the distant silhouette of a monstrous creature. He pauses at a dockyard to aid a little girl named Molly while en route to the nearby hospital to offer assistance. He finds that the hospital has been destroyed and brings her to a friend's underground bunker while tending to her injuries. Hamilton gets set to leave with Jensen as the Shepard particle accelerator is about to activate once more, but Jensen knocks her unconscious out of the blue. After using Volkov's rifle to kill Monk and injure Schmidt, Jensen maintains that the Shepard particle accelerator needs the station to remain in her universe. After coming to, Hamilton shoots Jensen out of the window with a gun, sending him hurtling into space. After making the decision to go back to their reality with Schmidt, Hamilton records a message that she delivers to her previous self, mentioning the plans for Shepard and emphasizing the value of her family. In order to eventually get the Shepard to function, Hamilton and Schmidt used Ham's modifications and reversed the universe shift. The two report in and then launch themselves back towards Earth in a re-entry capsule. Mission Control informs Michael of the station's reappearance and his wife's return to Earth, but he chastises them for permitting her to do so given the current circumstances. With a tremendous roar, a massive creature emerges from the top of a layer of clouds as the capsule re-enters Earth's atmosphere.